Okay. I've actually asked several, well, more than several, quite a few people, and it's only been recently, but I've asked like quite a few people, and I'll be honest with you, surprisingly, I was surprised that they all. Now remember, these are people who don't even know each other, but they all had the same answer, and I understand why they had the same answer. I asked people if you have a boyfriend or if you have a girlfriend, not married, just boyfriend and girlfriend, and one of them was to cheat on the other one. So if you cheat on your boyfriend or if your boyfriend cheats on his girlfriend, does God care about that? Does God care if a woman cheats on her boyfriend or if a man cheats on his girlfriend and they're not married, just boyfriend and girlfriend, they cheat? I asked them, do they think God considers that to be wrong? And they all had the same answer. They all said, yeah. And I understand how they got that answer because God is love and love is God. So anything you would, most likely do to someone else that would hurt them, yeah, God, God wouldn't he wouldn't want that. He wouldn't like that because yeah, God is love and love is God. So I understand how they got that answer. Here's the thing that you got to understand, and you have to understand it. If you don't understand this, then you'll it won't just be this question. There'll be a lot of other questions in life that you actually will miss, or you already understand, be able to answer properly. You got to understand God handles holy matters and the devil handles fleshly matters. And that's it. Only an idiot can argue that. Why? Because God is holy. Anything God deals with by him being holy, anything that he would deal with that is not holy would obviously be demolished, would obviously be destroyed. You understand? So when you understand God handles holy matters, and the devil handles fleshly matters, then you can understand that literally God only cares about, yes, God cares about us, but God only cares about his will. So in God caring and loving us, yeah, is God's, it's his will for us to actually do his will and want to do his will. That's why he gave you free will and choice. So he don't have to force you. So anything you do for God is because you wanted to. And anything you do that's against God is because you wanted to, because you have free will and choice. But God deals with marriage, which is holy. You see how that word holy comes back? Which is holy matrimony. That's what God deals with, and that's it. And that when it comes to relationships, of course, he deals with a lot of other numerous and billions of other things. He's God Almighty, so he's tough like that. He can do that. But when we're talking about relationships, does God care? Now, it's tricky, and I'm not going to really speak on stuff that I don't really have the spirit to really speak on. I don't want to start confusing people, and I sure don't want to confuse my damn self. But now, notice this. If you haven't, let's see if you can get it. Notice this. When you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you entertain other and you cheat, why do you think it's called cheating? But when you're married and you cheat, whatever you do that cheat, it's called adultery. I never thought about this before, but the more I thought about the topic as I meditated on it, other things start coming to me. Yeah, when you're married and you go outside your marriage, that's called adultery. But if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you go outside that relationship, it's just called cheating. Why are they called different? Because cheating is something you do. That's basically something that devil handles all of that. Because everything the devil handles, God don't, and everything the devil don't handle, God does. Obviously. So that's my that's my belief when it comes to things of that nature. When you're wondering why God do certain things or certain things he do or certain things he don't. But that's what I truly believe, that God doesn't. I believe when you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, you cheat, it's called cheating. I believe that's something that actually falls under God's, maybe his permissive will. Meaning it don't necessarily glorify God, but it doesn't reject God either. Like if you're eating a Twinkie, you know what I mean? Eating a Twinkie doesn't necessarily glorify, I don't glorify God, but it doesn't curse God out either. You're eating a Twinkie. What's the big deal? Okay, those are things that fall under God's permissive will. You understand? So I believe that's something that's under God's permissive will. That's something God gonna let the devil handle. You know what I mean? As far as reaping what you sow. Yeah, you may cheat on your girl may cheat on you back. You may reap that. You know what I'm saying? That's outside of relationships. That's just being a human, period. You sow a bad seed, you're gonna reap a bad seed. So if you got a girl and you cheat on your girl, yeah, her cheating back on you may be the seed that you sowed. But that has nothing to do with God intervening in that thing. Which he's already intervened because he already said you reap what you sow. But God's not gonna strike you down because you cheated on your girlfriend. God's not gonna, have you ran over by a car because you cheated on your boyfriend. I don't believe that. Now, if you commit adultery, now I'm not saying he's gonna strike you down with a thunderbolt or had you ran over with a car. I'm not saying all that stuff. But yeah, if you commit adultery and you go outside your marriage, then yeah, I truly, truly believe, and I'm pretty sure y'all do as well. I truly believe that God will intervene and he will, give that person what he feels they deserve. What that is, I don't know. That's his business. But he will give that person what he feels they deserve. So, basically, so yeah, I just want to say when it comes to certain things, we got to understand who God is first. If you can understand who he is, his personality, his identity, how he move and how he get down, things that he agree with, things he wouldn't necessarily agree with, and you'll be surprised the stuff that you don't think God agrees with that he actually really don't care about. You'll be surprised because I have been, and I'm pretty sure I will be in the future as he shows me more and more, things. So yeah, I just want to say that, maybe clear it up. I don't know if that clears it up because I'm not saying what I'm saying is the law or the definite answer. I'm just telling y'all how, based on how I look at God, that determines, my answer to myself when I ask him certain questions. You understand? So that's truly what I believe and feel. I don't believe God necessarily, and if I don't think he really necessarily he intervenes when it's cheating. Why? Because that's fleshly matters because you're not, and it's fleshly matters because you're not married. So like his he doesn't care about stuff like that. But when you're married and you're under holy matrimony, well then I believe that's when God begins to intervene when you do things outside of your spouse. So that's what I gotta say. So I'm done. I'm gone. Y'all was back again with Charlie Brown. Appreciate y'all watching. And if you haven't, just hit the like button, subscribe, and it is free. Thank you. Appreciate it.